sana ese bagore sana ese bagore Naam, nafikiri si mimi.
I do believe that you have been entertained very well. The way our culture on our side is very rich. This is combined within the Kiswahili culture, which combines various languages that do relate to Kiswahili. I do thank Nyamibwa cultural troops for a very good drama, which has entertained us very well. Now I take the official guest of honor. The Kiswahili is being respected in its highest level, and we have seen that the main message that the Kiswahili language shows the way people should live, and when we speak about the sustainable development, this language has been in existence, and today, on 7th of July, the World Day of Kiswahili, it's a day to show the coming generation so that we keep respecting, honoring this language. Now, the guest of honor, as we start this ceremony, I would like to make recognition of guests. They have decided to stop from what they are obliged to, but they joined us here today with us to put in respect this language. And now, what is following today as this juncture is various speeches, and let's hear what they have actually prepared for us, so that we are kept entertained. Allow me to see the schedule, whether the schedule has not been changed, and let's start as it has been set earlier on. Honorable guest of honor, would like to start by recognition of different guests, and after the entertainment from Nyamibwa cultural troops, I would like to invite guests who are here present, and I would like to start, first of all, to start by officially declare about your presence here. You are the guest of honor, the Minister of Education of Rwanda. Honorable Minister of Gender, Culture, and Child of Kenya, please wave your hand to the participants. We also have the Kenyan Minister, but the Ambassador of Kenya in Rwanda. Please wave your hand. Thank you. Thank you for your presence here. We also have Honorable Ambassador of Tanzania in Rwanda. Please wave your hand. Honorable Ambassador, you're welcome, most welcome. We also have the Ambassador of Uganda here in Rwanda. Please. Thank you. We have Honorable Mambata, the Ambassador of Burundi in Rwanda, who has. Please wave a hand to the participants here. Thank you. We also have the Deputy Minister of East African Community. Please Wave your hands to the participants. We also have Honorable Deputy Chief Justice of East African Community. We also have Honorable Secretary of the Commission for EAC, whereby this event is very much concerned. Please wave your hand. Thank you very much. We also have MPs, senators from Rwanda and the parliament. Please all together stand up and greet the audience here. Before I end up with this sector, I can see the retired MPs. Please stand up. The parliamentarians who are now retired in that EAC parliament. Stand up, please. We have ambassadors from different countries. Some of them are now retired, but they decided to join us today. Please, if I told you there, stand up. Please, ambassadors who are here or retired, please stand up if I told you are available here. I've seen some, yes. I'd like also to recognize MPs from EAC who are here present. We also have ambassadors. They're here representing institutions, various institutions from Serena hotels, hereby attending this particular day for the fourth session or fourth commemoration of World Day of Kiswahili language. And they have decided to join us celebrate this particular day. You can use this by communicating. And now, number one is English. Number two is Kiswahili. Please ensure you have that communication. If you don't have any tool for communication, please raise your hand. We will assist you. We have a lot of interpretation equipment. If at all you don't have, please tell us. We shall assist and get to you straight away. In terms of communication, on the screen on the right hand and left there is Fidel Izabimbuto, who is using this sign language to communicate to those with disability of such kind, disability of words or communication by words. We shall use sign language. Please listen, and I want to go straight to the schedule of today. My colleagues who are attending today, you have observed this particular day, and thank you for your presence. Now, the following step in this ceremony is, as to deal with other things, is to listen those who have prepared several speeches and dialogue.
Ya UNESCO. Ningeomba,
I'd like to ask you at this moment to listen to the speech of the representative from UNESCO because he's going to give his speech. Welcome.
Good morning. Habari za asubuhi. Najua ile Kiswahili yangu yote tazungumza na lugha ya Kiingereza. Honorable ministers, Excellency ambassadors, Deputy Excellency Executive Secretary of East African Community, Deputy Executive Secretary of East African Kiswahilii Council, Honorable Senator, Member of Parliament, representative of the development partners here present, distinguished guests from different Eastern African community countries, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, I have the great pleasure and the honor to deliver the following UNESCO statement on behalf of UNESCO family. On this significant occasion of the 4th World Kiswahili Language Day, UNESCO proudly joined the government of Rwanda and the Eastern African community in celebrating Kiswahili as language of global unity, inclusive education, and sustainable development. This specific day of 7 July, proclaimed by UNESCO in his 41st General Conference in November 2021, stand as a statement to Kiswahili global significance, a language spoken by over 230 million people, making it one of the most widely used languages in Africa and among the top 10 most spoken language in the world. Today, UNESCO once again recognizes its profound role in fostering cultural diversity and exchange socio-economic growth and inclusive education across the continent and beyond. Kiswahili is more than a means of communication. It is a bridge connecting diverse communities, cultures, tradition, and histories, born from centuries of interaction among African, Arab, and European culture. Kiswahili expresses the spirit of multiculturalism and resilience. Its widespread use across sub-Saharan Africa and its official recognition by the African Union, the Southern Africa Development Community, and the Eastern African Community highlights its vital role in region integration and diplomacy. Education is the foundation of progress, and the language is the key to unlock its potential. Swahili accessibility and adaptability make it a powerful tool for inclusive education, ensuring that millions of Africans can learn, innovate, and participate fully in social development. The government of Rwanda and the Eastern African Community dedication to promoting Swahili in schools and region policies align with UNESCO mission to ensure equitable quality education for all in implementing the SDG 4. By integrating Swahili into curricula and a digital learning platform, we not only preserve linguistic heritage, but also empower future generation with the skills needed for a rapidly evolving world. UNESCO congratulates Rwanda and the Eastern African Community effort in leveraging Swahili to break barriers in education, fostering a generation of multilingual thinkers capable of driving sustainable change. Sustainable development's success succeed when communities can communicate, collaborate, and share knowledge in their own languages. Kiswahili role in climate action, gender equality, and peace building initiative demonstrate its capacity to advance the sustainable development. From grassroots activism to high-level policy making, Swahili serve as a unifying force, enabling cross-border cooperation in addressing challenges such as environmental conservation, health crisis, and economic equality. For a call to action, as we celebrate this fourth World Swahili Language Day, let us reiterate our collective responsibility to, one, to promote Swahili in education system to ensure no one is left behind. Two, support multilingual policies that recognize Swahili role in a region and global discourse. Three, invest in digital resources to make Swahili accessible in the digital age. And fourth, celebrate Swahili culture richness through art, media, and intercultural dialogue. UNESCO commend the government of Rwanda and the Eastern African Community for their leadership in advancing Swahili legacy and future. Together, we can ensure that this vibrant language continue to inspire unity, creativity, and sustainable progress for generations to come. Happy World Swahili Language Day. Asanteni sana.
Tumuongezee makofi tafadhali kwa sababu
More claps. We really believe that this language is expanding, and it's another moment now to listen from the thoughts from the heads of the delegation in attendance. But before I call upon them, I'd like to make an announcement. Somebody has lost his things. They were on a black book. If you have seen them, please bring them to the lost things. There are things
kuri reception kuri hariya batwakiriye kugira ngo abashe kubibona arabikeneye cyane. Nachukua fursa hii mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi.
So I take this opportunity for the official guest of honor to invite the head of the delegation to come and give their speech. Let me start with the head of the Kenyan delegation. Could you please come and give your speech? And we want to listen to you for some few words from you. Wait, collaborate.
Jambo.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's wave the official delegate, the Honorable Prime Minister, Prime Minister of Rwanda, Chief General Executive of the EAC, Chief Justice of the EAC, the Parliament Speaker of the East African Community Parliament, and all secretaries, general secretaries, ambassadors, and executive secretary of the EAC, the youth, and all the guests and all protocols. On behalf of the delegation of the South African community, I thank you sincerely, commend sincerely the government of Rwanda to have materialized, to have made it possible for this celebration of the Swahili language is held here in Kigali city. In particular words, I really commend the Swahili Commission of the Eastern Africa for having achieved the recommendations of the ministerial councils and for having organized the fourth celebration day of the Swahili language in the world from 7th July of each year, as it has been announced by the UNESCO. That date will be the celebration day for Kiswahili, and it becomes a very important date for Kiswahili and for the East African community. For this reason, the Ministerial Council wants the Swahili Commission of the East African community to make sure this celebration is organized every time without any failure. And the importance of this has been strengthened by the heads of our states for promoting Kiswahili as the official language of the Union, and all together with the orientation that within this region of the Eastern African, changes should be made so that have been done, and this means that Kiswahili has been strengthened in legal areas and many other areas, and this will help unite peoples and facilitate development in the region. For this reason, the topic of this, the theme of this celebration is Kiswahili, inclusive education and sustainable development. Gives us an opportunity to think over deeply the way Kiswahili can promote inclusive education, how inclusive education can lead us to sustainable development in the Eastern African community. And while thinking on this, it's important to highlight this at national and international level. Kiswahili, inclusive education and sustainable development are strong concepts for countries, and emphasizes that this be really worked upon seriously. For us in Eastern Africa, this responsibility has been attributed to the Commission of the East African Commission of Kiswahili in Eastern Africa. And so for this country, members of the Eastern African, is so for us a way for achieving these goals, the sustainable development goals. We hope that the Swahili Commission, the EAC, has the capability to achieve this. This celebration of the Swahili Day, in World Swahili Day, the East African Commission of Kiswahili has worked hand in hand with different stakeholders, together with other conferences, and partnering with youth in the enhancing Kiswahili, and also witnessing how this language is used in real life in the community. And the outcomes of this commission have become a foundation of understanding the real state of Kiswahili in our respective countries and in the region as a whole. this where this expectations have really materialized in the region and outside the region. Congratulations to the Commission. While congratulating this Commission for its achievements for the last 3 days until this 4th celebration of the International Kiswahili Day, I urge them to continue collaborating with all the stakeholders in the next celebrations in order to foster and promote Kiswahili. As Kiswahili Council, we're ready to receive your advice, guidelines, and all your expertise for the work. This year, we expect to receive your advice and guidelines in the way we can really involve Kiswahili in inclusive education and sustainable development. To close, I wish you successful exchange interactions for this day. Thank you very much. I'd like to add that this is the first time to arrive in Rwanda, to set foot in Rwanda, and I snatch this opportunity to thank.
Very warm, very receptive, very courteous. Let me welcome you on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya and the good people of Kenya. Welcome to Kenya, and thank you for your warm reception. Thank you very much.
Asante sana kwa
Thank you very much for your very nice speech that is filled with a lot of motivating and inspirational ideas, and for the honor and respect you gave Kiswahili in Kenya, in the area of different realms of the government of Kenya, in the office and in the daily life. Kenya is one of the best examples in integrating Kiswahili. Let me take this opportunity to invite the head of the delegation of the Ugandan delegation for them to also come and deliver their remarks.
Mwaramutse.
Mwaramutse, good morning. I'm a citizen of here. It's true.
I follow the advice of the professor. He said, just pick the message. Don't mind the purity of the pronunciation and other details. Just pick the message.
Right honorable guests and honorable guests and delegates, all guests, ladies and gentlemen. While we gather here in Kigali to celebrate the fourth World Day for Kiswahili language, on behalf of the delegation of Uganda, I'm bringing you the greetings from Uganda for all of you Africans. We'd like to thank the government and the Republic of Rwanda for their warm hospitality, and in regard to our delegation, since we came and participate and see how beautiful Kigali is. Today, we're celebrating mostly the language. We're celebrating our history, our identity, our unity as Eastern Africans.
Kiswahili
has a deep line that interconnects all our countries in our East African region, from the Kenya coastal area till the valleys of Burundi, from Tanzania up to the hills of Rwanda in South Sudan, and including DRC and Somalia. It's our common voice. Kiswahili unites cultures and our various tribes. It promotes understanding one another and respect for one another. Like citizens using this language, we talk about our expectations, our meeting as a region in order to sustain ourselves and develop our region. Truly speaking, Kiswahili is a stirring up, is a yeast for our community unity, and we integrate Kiswahili in our classes and the official education, expanding its space in our education system, in secondary schools, in higher schools, and we ensure that it is available in terms of knowledge, especially for the youth in cities and for women as well in cities. You'll agree with me that Kiswahili language is a catalyzer of unity, and for improving trade, it's a real tool in various sectors of the region, for communication, in tourism as well. Truly speaking, it's one language that enhances the facility of trading, transborder trade, and in enhancing our common market, and expanding Swahili in the world for students. Of course, there's systems and all. It's important for our diplomacy as well. It improves international talks, and also improves the Eastern African community in the face of the world. While we are gathering here in Kigali this year, in 2025, Uganda would like to highlight its goals in joining hands with the others in using Kiswahili in all the sectors of its business. On this fourth International Day of celebrating Kiswahili language, we should really together join hands and be motivated to promote this language. Let's use Kiswahili as to strengthen our unity and the unity of the region, and prosperity and cooperation in Africa. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you agree with me, she has used Kiswahili language for you to understand better, because she knew she could use any other language, but she has used Kiswahili among the several languages she masters. Let me also take this opportunity again to call upon the head of the delegation from the Burundi Republic. He will also give us his remarks and tell us what they are doing about what the Burundi country is doing on Swahili. head of
ndani ya Jamhuri ya Rwanda, waheshimiwa wabunge
Honorable MPs of Rwanda
bunge la Afrika Mashariki
and EAC,
waheshimiwa
honorables
nchi zetu za
from
Mashariki,
our East African countries, all leaders available present here, I do greet you. At home we say peace to all. All. Let's have peace, all of us. Let's have peace among Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and Sudan. Peace. Peace. Thank you. I do thank. We have not prepared a presentation because we've had to prepare. But I'll just present my greetings from Burundi. In Burundi, they are greeting you very much. They do love you. Burundi, we do use Kiswahili as language number 2 within our country. It's a commercial language. Also, within education at the primary level, in Burundi, Kiswahili is taught from primary 1 to primary 6. I think you can see that Burundi has been valued in Burundi. I don't have too much to say, but because I just learned Kiswahili from the MC. As he presented me, he said he's representing Burundi. Mwambata, it means representative. But I asked and I sent a message. But I said no, a representative. So I learned Kiswahili. I do thank you, all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your brief speech. Your Honorable Ngumira Chisa. I did have your names, but I was talking about your title. For those who knew Kiswahili, Mwambata, it means attaché. It's a new vocabulary. Mwambata, it means attaché. Au balozi mwakilishi. Yeah, no. Just learn today. Please raise your hands for those who actually for the first time knew this word. As this want to hear from the head of those from Tanzania, Tanzanian delegation. Please stand up, and we would like to listen. Let's listen what message he has for us as we talk about the live or the source of Kiswahili. Kiswahili becomes the reality, the source of Kiswahili. Welcome, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you. Now, our motto is greetings from the Republic of Tanzania, given by I'm the ambassador Kambanga Galus on the peak of this ceremony of International World Language Kiswahili taking place today on 7th in Kigali in 2025 at this hotel Serena here in Kigali, Rwanda. Honorable guest of honor, who is the Deputy Minister of Education of the Republic of Rwanda, Honorable Anna Cheptumo, Minister of Gender Culture from Kenya, Honorable Andrea Sweat, Deputy Secretary General of East African Community. You'll be sorry with me if at all I don't mention very clearly your names. Honorable ministers in charge of education and in charge of developing Kiswahili from member countries from East Africa, Honorable Dr. Caroline Asimwe, the Executive Secretary of the Kiswahili Commission of EAC, leaders of institutions and staff from East African community, honorables from ambassadors representing offices, original offices, Honorable Secretary General from East African community, Honorable MPs from Rwanda here present, lecturers from the universities, and senior officials, experts, and stakeholders of Kiswahili from the EAC member states, invited guests, journalists, media men, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Honorable guest of honor, first, I'd like to join with those who have spoken to you earlier on to thank God for making us healthy and enabled us today to participate in this high level of this fourth World Kiswahili Day of East African Community. Secondly, I would like to congratulate sincerely the government of Rwanda to accept to be the host of these ceremonies. Thank you, congratulations. We do appreciate. We thank you for a warm welcome, for your hospitality, honor to us, Tanzania, since we arrived, and our delegation here in Rwanda. Third, I do congratulate for the Commission of Kiswahili for East African Community and the Commission of International Commission for the coordination and supervision of success of this event. I do recognize that this is not easy work. Congratulations. Honorable guest of honor, I'm standing here with full respect to present my thanksgiving from the Tanzanian government in celebrating this rare ceremony of the language to catalyze development of economic and solidarity and equity among our countries. On our side in Tanzania, Kiswahili language is not a national language, but also one of the talent and gift from because of its role in uniting Tanzanians of 6 million, including 120 ethnic groups and social language and 150 local languages. And apart from these differences from culture, Kiswahili language enables us to have one ethnic group is Kiswahili language. We feel proud of Kiswahili. Honorable guest of honor, and we are here as East African community members to celebrate Kiswahili altogether by action and with the support of UNESCO in its conference of 41 among member countries, which was held in Paris, France, November 2021. It was announced that on 7th every year, July, it will be an International Day of Kiswahili language. We do appreciate and congratulate uniquely for the United Nations and UNESCO in particular for highlighting this day to support Kiswahili language. As we know, Kiswahili has not only been set for a particular day, but this language has been accepted to be recognized as a special official language of the regional African member states and Africa, the SADC countries, and the African Union, AU. There have been a positive response from in and outside Africa in learning Kiswahili because of its vitality. This means that Kiswahili is a very rare and very important. And we, as East African community members, we have to ensure we play a forefront role to develop the use of Kiswahili and desire, and countries other will need to learn from us. I do recognize the role of Kiswahili. Now, through the Kiswahili Commission of Tanzania, under the supervision of the Minister of Information and collaboration with the Zanzibar Commission of Kiswahili, under the supervision and youth and cultural in Zanzibar, they started an institute to develop Kiswahili, teaching foreigners that they can understand very well and use Kiswahili. The government has bought interpretation equipment to ensure that interpretation service, education, is developed in Bakita, in Dar es Salaam. Also, through Bakita, dictionaries have been prepared to facilitate learning Kiswahili. For example, from Kiswahili to English, from Kiswahili to French, Kiswahili. Guest of honor, I'm talking this because I want to tell the people of East African community and other places of the world the essence of educating in Kiswahili. And on behalf of East African community, Tanzania would like you people to come and learn how to Swahili is being taught and learn Kiswahili, and to ensure Kiswahili is improved much better. It's our expectations that Kiswahili will open more opportunities, among which guests will have access to education in Kiswahili, journalists, reporters, and other talents. I do emphasize that there is a need urge to speak Kiswahili among conferences, workshops, and debates. Everybody should feel proud of Kiswahili, even the media, decision-making media in East African community, and international parliaments. And lastly, I would like to urge member countries of East African community to prioritize the use of Kiswahili every year. Guest of honor, kindly receive the greetings from Tanzania and thanks giving to all stakeholders for these particular celebrations. And thank you very much for listening, and may God bless East African community.
Mungu ibariki Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Mungu zibariki jamhuri zote za.
Thank you. God bless. May God bless all the Eastern African region. Honorable Ambassador, your call is really considered, and many institutions have really put emphasis on highlighting literature, and in this junction, I'm going to invite the executive secretary of the East African Kiswahili Commission, and I would also like to invite the delegation of other institutions of East Africa to tell us, to give us 1-2 things. I'll start with the one in charge, or the deputy head of the East African region community court, so that he gives us his speech. Good morning. My name is Anita Mgeni, the deputy Chief Justice of the East African Commission Court. I'm bringing you greetings on behalf of the court. With all respects and all protocols observed, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, with great respect and humility, I'd like to thank you for inviting the East African Community Court to take part in the celebration of the 4th celebration of the Kiswahili language in the world. This celebration being held here in Kigali, a country with it reaches a realm of peace and stability in East Africa. And the court of the EAC is an institution, an organ of the East African community to ensure that the fundamental laws are adhered to, and to also promote people's benefits. And in its 7th Article A of the East African Court says that among the fundamental systems of the achievement of the goals of the community is collaboration that fosters the citizens' benefits. This unites people and business. That's why we emphasize that Kiswahili, as the language of the region, has a lot to play to ensure justice, that justice is provided to everyone without language barrier. And to the in Kiswahili, inclusive education and sustainable development shows us that Kiswahili is the foundation of justice, community development, and inclusive education and sustainable development. Kiswahili is people's language that unites Kenyans, Burundians, Rwandans, Ugandans, Tanzanians, South Sudanese, the Congolese, RD Congolese, DR Congolese, and this language is really a bridge for between institutions, communities, and in line with justice and rights. And today we're really proud of Kiswahili as an official language of Eastern Africa and an official work language in the African Union Commission. So not only a language of culture alone, but in using Kiswahili in different institutions of the law, we give the citizens the opportunity to understand their cases, to also get the knowledge they need, and following the advice and policies regarding their interests, their concerns, and in how to, they can also assume their responsibilities. It's an objective of the court, of the Eastern African Community Court, to ensure that Swahili promotes all these Kiswahili in publishing its instruments in that language. So it's important to be get closer to the Secretariat to make sure that the legal language is available in Kiswahili for common citizens. In so doing, we build up public interests in legal matters in the court, and of course with the collaboration of citizens through justice and education. Today we are celebrating Kiswahili as a tool of our culture, but we also embrace it as a tool for inclusive education and the foundation of sustainable development in Africa. Let's use Swahili to make to be for prosperity, for community, to develop the current generation and the next generation. Let God bless Rwanda, God bless Eastern Africa, God bless Africa. Thank you very much. I think you should clap more for her beautiful speech, beautiful remarks. It's now time. I would like to invite the official hosts to welcome the representative of this African community to deliver their speech, and this speech will be delivered by Mr. Mwangi, who is the deputy head of the East African Parliament. He or she is not available, but let's continue another part of this schedule. And if this, as I told you a while ago, I said that literature and writings will be also pitched today, and therefore I would like to cater for this, and therefore I'm going to invite the representative of the Kiswahili Commission to come here and lead us in the presentation of the written literature. And I'm inviting the deputy head of the Kiswahili Commission of East Africa to come and help us in this endeavor. I'd like to invite Professor Libya to also come and deliver a few things, the perspective of the sustainable development, and see what the status of Kiswahili in East Africa and worldwide.
Sorry, it's not that I have denied, but I know I'm not rich, but I want to. As we heard earlier on, my name, Iribe Mwangi. I am a Kiswahili professor in the University of Nairobi, and also the Deputy President, Chaukidu, is an association of Kiswahili developing worldwide. And yesterday, I heard delegates from Rwanda, they saying how this party has moved ahead in developing Kiswahili in the country. Before I talk, You guest of honor, before I talk, let me observe the protocol which has been earlier on get started. I don't like to talk too much. And after doing that, I would like to say hi. Are you okay? Thank you. Therefore, I would like, first of all, to thank the Republic of Rwanda for the good preparations that we've had from the beginning, yesterday, and as well, I would like to thank people of Rwanda because of the warm reception. Secondly, I would like to thank Kakama, the Commission of Kiswahili of East African Community, because of its responsibility in preparing this ceremony. On 7th, today, on July, is a recognized day by UNESCO, as well as the United Nations as a World International Day, because Kiswahili has become a very important language, not only in business and in normal life, but also in issues as regards diplomatic peace and other things regarding society. And for that reason, this year has been taken as a recognition. But earlier on, before this, the activists of this language formed various associations in order that it is developed worldwide, and many associations united and formed one association to this party. It is in Malaysia, China, Korea, Japan, where Kiswahili is also used in Europe, USA, and Africa, in many countries. Therefore, is an association which assists a very big role in developing Kiswahili, not only in Africa, but East Africa, but also worldwide. Kiswahili actually is born here, so we are happy that Kiswahili has developed very well. Now we have had various international conferences in Tanzania, twice in Zanzibar, Dar es Salaam, Kenya, and now twice Uganda, United States of America, in America. Probably as the deputy president, as I have seen, Rwanda, you have made a very step ahead. You have done a great job with the Chaukidu, and I'm going to convey this message to the heads of the Chaukidu, that I've seen that Rwanda has done a great job. Different conferences, and today's on 14th, from 14th to 16th, there will be a conference in Kibabii University in Kenya, will be held there. People, you are invited to join. I'm talking on behalf of the associations and especially Chaukidu, whereby the most important things that we're doing to spread Kiswahili is by writing books in spreading Kiswahili. And the printing press of this, we do press, we have documents, and the very important ones. I heard that some people have been reporting about researches that have been underway in this under this particular association. If you like to know more about this, I'd like to exceed more than 3 minutes. If you want to know more about this, go to your computer or internet, find Usabure Chaukidu, and you'll get a lot as regards this particular association. And it's my hope that all of us will play part in developing this language. Thank you.
Nashukuru sana na matumaini.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mioyo ya wageni waalikwa waliopo hapa. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi.
Honorable hosts, we still have other institutions from the Eastern African community, but right now I'd like to invite Coletta Ruhamia, engineer, to come on behalf of the rest of the East African community institutions to give us a few words.
Asante MC.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, Deputy Minister of Education and the official guests. All protocols observed. How are you keeping? How are you keeping? I'm among the people that were mentioned by the Honorable Ambassador of Tanzania to said that we should feel proud of using Kiswahili, and I'm part of those. My name is Colette Ruhamia Uwineza. I work as in Kiswahili. I work for the Victoria watershed, and that gathers 5 countries of East Africa. I've been lucky to represent all the institutions of the East African community. Some are in attendance here, others were not able to attend, and I was lucky to be here today. And I really thank you for considering the Kiswahili language. We can say it's a language that is going to unite us. A while ago, we were talking about the head of the Kiswahili Commission, and Dr. Caroline, and we said that we're really busy with environmental issues and climate change issues, but we're going to learn progressively. But we said that if we can get to the citizens at the grassroots, those who are experiencing the aftermaths of the climate change and the environment issues, and then people will, we therefore said we should have a close collaboration and see how we can be using Kiswahili for all the citizens of Eastern Africans in order to get to the grassroots community. Because they also have a part they can play, a role they can play in improving environment, and as long as our countries are collaborating, it's important that we have a language that unites us, so that when we spread a message, all our citizens, our populations can get it and understand and move forward, and then make sure that the way we protect our environment, our cooperation and collaboration at all levels, and all the messages we convey should be such that all our people understand it. We could find that in all the conferences we hold, meetings, we are using English, and then when you talk about vulnerability index to a common man, he will not understand this. But if you speak in the language in Kiswahili, they will understand, and all of our populations will understand what is going on and what are the challenges to overcome as far as climate change is concerned. So I thank you so much, and for this stage we have gotten to, and together let's move forward. Let Swahili be prevailing. Afrika Mashariki, let Swahili prevail. East African community, let's go forward together, and may God bless you. Thank you, Engineer Colette Ruhamia. In one way or another, you have given really the right respect to Kiswahili. We have now reached the very, very moment of for written literature, and I will invite the Executive Secretary of the EAC Commission to come and lead this part of the schedule. Has Swahili been paralyzed? No, Kiswahili cannot be paralyzed. Maybe you are the ones being intimidated, paralyzed. Please, welcome, Honorable. Thank you very much, MC and official host. Thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity, and of course, and among all the guests and all together, let's collaborate, join hands for this part of the schedule. Before we go on, let me talk about the print we're going to release today. This print is about the symposium that was held in Kenya last year, and as you know, Kenya is the one that passed the baton to the flag to the Rwandan government. And among the activities we had, there was a conference, and among some of articles were presented in Kiswahili, and among the statements we made last year, it was Kiswahili and multilingualism for peace. And we were trying to see how language can participate in fostering peace in the community. And because of due to lack of time, I'm not going to talk a lot, but the book we are going to release today, we will really publish it so that the stakeholders can read and see how the different languages we use in our communities can also play a role, and how Kiswahili can unite us in different fields. And as it has been said in the ministerial Council of the Eastern African Community, as it's one of the activities we always have in the celebration of the Kiswahili language. We're going to also see the role the youth play and their contribution, and the way they can collaborate as youth by using different strategies or different ways in order to use the language that unites us as Eastern Africans and as Africans. And currently it's a language that is recognized internationally, and trying to see how it can be used to preach this gospel of peace, so that we can live in harmony in the community. For this, dear official host, I'd like to request you with humility and respect, if you can stand, and the people I would like to invite to accompany you is the in charge of culture from Kenya, who came here as Minister of Gender and Culture, but he also wears the cap of Minister of so I would like to invite the ambassador from Kenya to accompany you. You can maybe give him one of your caps and remain as Minister of Gender. I will also invite the Deputy Chief of the East African Community, Honorable Andre. Please also accompany the Minister, and Honorable Anita, and representative of the head of the delegation of the United Republic of Tanzania, the ambassador of Uganda, the ambassador of Burundi. We will also ask the representative of the Deputy Minister of Education of Rwanda to also come up. And we'll also invite the representative of the parliamentarians of EALA, who is here, to also come up. If one of the EALA parliaments is available, he can come and represent others. Madam Joy, I'm inviting you to come closer to this official print, to see this print, and you give each one a copy. I'm also going to invite the representative of UNESCO to come up.
Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, naomba
Honorable official hosts, there are some of writers of articles who are also here, and I would invite them to come up because there's Kiale Wanjogu, Kimani Njogu,
Professor
Hamuhabwe,
Mary Ndungu
Mary Ndungu from University of Nairobi, Adam Kenyo, Jingo Caesar,
Professor Senkoro,
Professor Senkoro,
Professor
Simara,
Simon Mwangi,
Paul Sito and Crispus, Andrew Watuha.
Kama wapo waandishi, baadhi ya waandishi wa
makala, kama kuko wengine wa if there are any other writers of articles, they can, I urge them to stand up and come up, please. Official hosts, these are some of the people who contributed to the finalization of this print, which we are asking you to release and launch the release today.
Makofi, makofi, makofi jamani.
Round of applause, claps, clap hands, hand claps.
Iki gitabo cyacu uyu munsi
this book is released in public by the Honorable Minister, Secretary, MP, in the Deputy Ministry of Education Rwanda. As you have heard of some of these people, their article writers, they should also come up here so that they also take part in this book release launch, in the launch of this book release. Your contribution is so important in enhancing Kiswahili, and your role cannot go unidentified. So there are those who follow up these activities behind the scenes. They are always part of the family on internet, YouTube, and so many are really watching what is going on YouTube. It's really a long list of articles and publications. This has not been really launched officially, but I will also tell you the next stage.
Asanteni sana, ninaomba.
Thank you very much.
Katika zawadi ambazo tumewakabidhi kuna baadhi ya machapisho.
Some of the things we have given them are some of the prints of documents that we did during the conferences and the conference minutes, and as we
of Kiswahili in the partner states of the East African community, you'll see that. We also have other publications that concern different aspects. We have one that is concerned with mitaala or the Kiswahili curriculum in our partner states. We have one that is talking about utangamano. You look about the integration issues and how Kiswahili comes in. We have another publication that is talking about multilingualism and how we can work towards promoting Kiswahili amidst the other languages that we have in the community, and the one that we have just launched that is talking about Kiswahili and elimu ya wingi lugha na utamaduni wa amani. How can we promote Kiswahili amidst other languages to promote peace and unity within the community? Asanteni sana, na thank you very much, our chief guest, for this. Thank you. Honorable Minister, we have also for the Chair Council, which as we requested.
Nashukuru sana kwa shughuli hiyo ambayo inatupelekea katika ukurasa mwingine wa burudani, kwa sababu tumepooza sana. Yaani hatua yote iliyopigwa katika kuhakikisha Kiswahili kinaboreshwa na kudumishwa katika ukanda wetu imekuwa inaangaliwa kama kideo. Sasa ngoja tuwaite wale ambao wanaweza kutusaidia katika masuala ya burudani. Ninamuita Bi Salma Yahya Idi ili aweze kutupa wimbo kutoka Zanzibar. Ni matumaini yangu kwamba yuko tayari Bi Salma ili aweze kutuburudisha. Si unaona, angalau wameanza kufurahi. Kabla hata hujaweka sauti yako wameanza kufurahi. Walikuwa wanasubiria sana burudani.
Kiswahili oye! Hapana bwana. Hapana kabisa. Hawajatusikia majirani zetu Uganda, hawajatusikia Kenya, hawajatusikia wapi? Wapi hawajatusikia? Rwanda hawajatusikia? Sasa hapa Rwanda hawajatusikia jamani. Hem, tuseme tusikie. Kiswahili oye! Waswahili safi! Asante sana. Mbele yenu tuliosimama ni wawakilishi kutoka Umoja wa Washairi Pemba Uwape, ambacho chama hichi kinapatikana kule visiwani Zanzibar. Tukiwa tumefika hapa Kigali, hatuko peke yetu, bali tuko na wenzetu ambao tumeambatana nao, na si wengine ni wasanii hawa kutoka Tanzania. Tafadhalini popote pale mlipo, ningeomba msimame ili waone kama nyinyi mlifunga safari ndefu kuhakikisha mnakuwa hapa Kigali. Tafadhali naomba msimame. Jamani, makofi mengi kwao. Asante. Sisi ndio washiriki pekee tuliopanda bodaboda, tukapanda bajaji, tukapanda meli, tukapanda boti, tukapanda mwendokasi, tukapanda mabasi, mpaka tukafika hapa Kigali. Yote hiyo ni kwa sababu ya kukipenda Kiswahili. Sasa leo hapa tutakuwa na shairi ambalo litaghaniwa na mwenzangu Salma Yahya, alafu pia tutakupeni wimbo ambao tumeutunga maalum kwa ajili ya maadhimisho haya. Asanteni sana. Karibu sana Salma.
Maadhimisho ya 4 ya siku ya lugha ya Kiswahili duniani. Safi! Sijasikia bado. Viongozi wetu oye! Wageni mupo? Wenyeji piga kelele! Asanteni. Hapa naanza awali ndugu kuwasalimia, wa karibu na wa mbali pongezi na wapatia. Lugha yetu Kiswahili leo kusherehekea, pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Mukutanapo wawili mukaanza kuongea, maneno yenye mithali vizuri mukatumia. Hupambanua akili na kwingi kufurahia. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Kuna ndimi mbalimbali za lahaja asilia, huwa ni kama asili mtu akizisikia. Sauti za tanakali wakati tukitumia. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Kiswahili safi. Jamani, Kiswahili safi. Hii lugha ya halali Mola katujalia, itumike bara hili umoja kutujengea. Tuishike kweli kweli isije kutupotea. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Lugha yetu Kiswahili sote twaifurahia, iliyopo kwa enzeli rahisi kuitumia. Haikuletwa na meli, ni yetu twajiringia. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Napongeza serikali Zanzibar Tanzania, ni ndugu zetu wa kweli, Kenya, Kongo, Somalia. Uganda nao wakali, lugha wameibobea. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Rwanda wajakubali, wao nyuma kubakia. Mikono yao miwili, lugha wamekumbatia. Ndiyo leo jambo hili wao twasherehekea. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Burundi wanakijali, Sudani Kusini pia. Hawataki ujahili za kigeni kutumia. Ndiyo leo jambo hili kwao twasherehekea. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Niliyeghani shairi uwape ninatokea. Mughani wenu mzuri kwenu ninajivunia. Salma kwa utayari nipo kukitumikia. Kitukuzwe Kiswahili, lugha ipate enea. Kaditama tafadhali, wenzangu na wahusia. Sasa shime bara hili iwe lugha rasimia. Kitukuzwe Kiswahili hadi bara la Ulaya. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili. Pongezi kwa jumuiya kukienzi Kiswahili.
Asante sana. Asante sana Salma Yahya kwa shairi hilo tamu kabisa.
Thank you very much for that very beautiful poem. And now going to give you another listen to a Swahili song. And very much, you look like mere spectators. It's like you are very, very cold. There's something very hot is coming up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For this, I ask you, please, that we all ensure that we are all participants we like to be spectators. So the participants, let's come up and we dance together Kiswahili. Come and we dance. Let's go together. Well, let's see the sweetness of the language. Our traditional language. Tongue twister. Bonge la lugha.
Kiswahili, mabango ya Kiingereza, tuzichakase akili au lugha twaipeza. Wabobezi Kiswahili, wanawapo wanaweza chakuuliza na hali mpaka kwa kutongoza. Oh, Kiswahili kinapendwa na wote,
inapendwa na wote,
ina sifa nyingi sana. Lugha bonge la lugha.
Sema lugha bonge la lugha, lugha bonge la lugha, lugha bonge la lugha.
Lugha, lugha bonge la lugha.
Lugha bonge la lugha,
Lugha bonge la lugha.
bonge la lugha. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, DJ. Another song from Diamond, because people are still really sleepy. Send an awakening piece of music. Non-stop please. DJ, where's the DJ? Very sleepy DJ. The DJ is absent-minded.
Yeah. Asante sana Waswahili Rwanda, oye!
Oye!
Viongozi wetu safi.
Sana.
Kiswahili bomba si bomba.
Bomba sana.
Sema lugha, bonge la lugha.
Bonge la lugha.
Sema lugha, bonge la lugha.
Lugha, bonge la lugha.
Asante sana. Karibuni sana katika mabanda yetu ya Tanzania. Tuko pale, kuna kitu kinaitwa karafuu, cloves. Njoo uchukue hiyo kitu. Lakini kuna kitu kinaitwa mwani, seaweed. Hiyo ni heshima ya nyumbani. Respect at home. Njoo pale usikose. Lakini pia kuna kanga nzuri ambazo unaweza kuvaa kama ambavyo mmeshona mimi kanga yangu na napendeza kabisa. Lakini na batiki pia zinapatikana. Karibuni sana vinyago, mchukue pia. Asante.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ni wakati mwafaka.
Now it's an important moment to thank the chief guests, to official and all those of you who are with you, because you have shown us how we can really enjoy. Now I'm going to give the floor to the Executive Secretary of the Swahili Commission to come and deliver his remarks today. Executive Secretary of the EAKC.
Mgeni rasmi, naibu
official guests and Deputy Minister of Education in Rwanda, and representative of the Ministers' Council of Eastern EAC, Deputy of the East Africa EAC of the community, ministers, ambassadors from the member countries of the EAC, representative of the UNESCO, Kiswahili stakeholders, MPs and senators in attendance. I would like to recognize you in a particular way, and Kiswahili stakeholders who are Swahili professors who have trained most of the stakeholders working in Kiswahili. I also recognize the media people, all guests and all Kiswahili stakeholders. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask the special Executive Secretary of EAC and for the AC Head of State to welcome all of you on this fourth celebration of the Kiswahili language worldwide. Today, here we are celebrating it here in Rwanda. It's the first, fourth since UNESCO recognized this language. And on behalf of the EAC and on behalf of the Republic of Rwanda and commend all the people who have delegates who have come to attend this celebration, all those who committed to achieve and organize these activities in order to materialize, and that are also furthering the celebration, international celebration through UNESCO, to recognize the 7th of July each year to celebrate Kiswahili Day. And the EAKC has also showed that it's promoting Kiswahili not only in the region but worldwide, and the initiation of this commission is an evidence that East Africa recognizes the importance in achieving the congregation of the region, and this can also enable sustainable development. We are doing every endeavor to promote every effort we are provided by the ministers to bring Kiswahili to its destination. The celebration of this year is celebrated under two concepts: Kiswahili, inclusive education, and sustainable development. The goal of this celebration is to celebrate how Kiswahili can be used to make the population of EAC cooperate in different areas. And UNESCO and is a United Nations organization that deals with children and their education, and it ensures that all the children receive better education without any obstacle, without any restrictions, whatever. And these UN organizations have identified that some of the barriers in education and development is language barrier. And the use of language that students cannot understand is an obstacle in assimilating education and in development. It's and also the students living with handicaps or with special needs should be given special attention. And how can Kiswahili stand as an obstacle for students in Eastern Africa? Another question is sign languages. Is it used in Kiswahili in Eastern Africa? And how can EAC member countries can use interpretation during symposia of member countries or held in Kiswahili? And this in view of sustainable development, trying to consider all these questions. This is not only focused on this education sector alone, but it's also in the area of justice for those who need justice, all those who need community services. And when, for example, you go to hospital, does the doctor really understand Kiswahili, or you, the patient, can you get your health services if your Kiswahili is used? Where you go, when you go to court, and when the language being used is English or Kiswahili, how will you get your rights from within languages that you don't understand? How can you really get the knowledge you need and the information you need from a language that you don't understand? So there are laws that we should follow. There should to also get information, knowledge from customs and how to trade, and how do we really include or involve Kiswahili in all those community issues and aspects. So Kakama expects that all the delegates here and all from member countries will continue thinking on the answers to provide to these questions in order to enable Kiswahili provide the contribution that is really satisfactory and serve as a foundation for development. Dear official chief guests, I would like to say that as it has always been for the celebration of the Swahili Day, the Commission has planned different activities, and some started yesterday. There was a youth organization that took part in issues of research and innovation and we inclusive education and sustainable education status in Eastern Africa, and the youth highlighted their level of innovation and their capacity in digital activities, digital services as the youth, and so could assess how they can be involved in promoting Kiswahili and modern systems, modern numeric systems. And the Commission has also had schedules or programs from contribution from different systems that also have dealt with inclusive solution, and they made their presentation. In the same vein, dear Chief Guests, I'd like also to say that we had a community activity whereby we went to visit the genocide memorial site, where we witnessed how the aspect of language can be also a problem in either uniting a community or dismantling a community. So in official articles, and for those who went to the genocide memorial, they could read, but things were written in a language that they could not understand. But those who were giving different messages, conveying different messages to the stakeholders, and those who spread hatred messages. We listened on how some people were using the language to spread hatred messages, and that led to genocide. The way we observe this, we think it's a high time now to start thinking on how we can use the language aspect in order to prevent such tragic tragedies to happen again. And this is important in the use of Kiswahili for unity and inclusive education and sustainable development in EAC. We pledge to continue working with all the stakeholders to get to that stance, and we really do our best together in the EAC with all member countries to use science, research to enhance and promote policies and language opportunities. I'd like to thank you all, all of you who came, and thank you for all the respect and honor you provided to Kiswahili and for the EAC for this conference. And I congratulate mostly the government of Rwanda for hosting this celebration. Now I'm going to invite allow me, chief guests, to present the staff of the Swahili Commission. Could you stand up, all the EAC Kiswahili Commission? Could you stand up? The Kiswahili Commission staff, could you stand up? And all the staff of the EAC, please, could you please come up? All the EAC staff and the EAC Kiswahili Commission, please stand up and
mgeni rasmi, hawa ni baadhi ya wafanyakazi wa Kamisheni ya Kiswahili wakiwa pamoja na wafanyakazi wengine wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki ambao wamejiunga nasi hapa jijini Kigali, lakini pia mambo mengine kwa sababu katibu mkuu wa jumuiya yupo atasema zaidi. Ninashukuru sana.
Thank you very much for all the staff and for the work they have achieved to make this conference real. I would like to invite Rose Baguma and your committee, please, your national committee in particular. we ask you please to say something. We wouldn't achieve this activity here in Kigali without the contribution, the efforts deployed by Mr. Nyakana and Rose Baguma. They are the ones who prepared all these things to make this celebration tangible. I would like to recognize all those who represent the region. Could they please come and join this group? Those, the representatives of
Karibu sana mwakilishi wa Tanzania. Hii ndio kamati ambayo imefanikisha shughuli hii ambayo iko mbele yenu na tunawashukuru sana.
We thank you very much for committing in all regard to make this event successful. Thank you very much and welcome once again. In a special way, I would like to invite the Swahili professors who all the Swahili professors from the member countries. Senator Cyprian, could you take the lead? All the Swahili professors, so that the chief guests can see that Swahili is no longer regarded as a second-degree language, but it's a language that is producing professors at in different angles, and they have been teaching Kiswahili for a lot of time. But things that have amazed me is that we have students. These are the professors of Kiswahili. They are here. Only men. There is a lady as well among the Swahili professors.
Na kwa namna ya kipekee kabla hawajatoka, naomba nimtambulishe katibu mtendaji wa kwanza wa Kamisheni ya Kiswahili Afrika Mashariki, Profesa Simala. Asante sana mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi.
Thank you very much, chief guests. I can say I'm really thankful for your commitment, for your you have taken your time, and all the Swahili stakeholders. Let me also take this time, the General Secretary of the EAC to tell us something, and we will continue. Thank you, Honorable Andre.
Asante sana Daktari. Daktari Aseme, I would like to tell you a story. A gentleman from South Sudan when he came to Kakuma.
Mheshimiwa mmoja alikutoka Sudan kwenda Kakuma, akakuta watu wanazungumza Kiswahili, akaamua kwenda, akaona watu wanazungumza Kiswahili. Watu akawasalimia, mama hapana, wanamsalimia.
And the mother was wondering why you are saying mama.
Mama anasema mama hapana. Alilenga kusema mama habari yako. Good morning mama. Kwa mawasiliano akawa hafanyi kazi.
But I think he has also tried.
Nadhani alikuwa amejaribu.
Honorable State Minister of Education.
Mheshimiwa Katibu Waziri wa elimu kutoka Rwanda.
Honorable Ministers present from our party.
Mawaziri kutoka mataifa washiriki wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki.
Deputy Judge President.
Naibu Jaji.
Honorable Members of Parliament.
Wabunge kutoka Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki.
Members of diplomatic missions.
Wajumbe kutoka nyanja za kidiplomasia, wakuu walioko hapa katika sherehe hii, maadhimisho haya, makatibu wakuu katika watendaji katika Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, taasisi za Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, Koleta Rohame, wadau wa Kiswahili na wageni mbalimbali, mabibi na mabwana. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Sitasema hapana. Dear
to welcome you all.
Wageni, nashukuru wote kushiriki katika mkutano huu, sherehe za awamu ya 4 ya kuadhimisha siku ya kimataifa ya Kiswahili ambayo imehodhiwa na serikali ya Rwanda katika jiji kuu la Kigali.
I wish to take this opportunity.
Napenda kuchukua fursa hii kutoa shukrani zangu dhati kwa serikali ya Rwanda kwa kuwa mwenyeji wa tukio hili la sherehe hizi, na shukuru pia mataifa washiriki pamoja na ujumbe wanaoshiriki kwa kuheshimu mwaliko wetu huu na kushiriki katika tukio hili la kimataifa. Ndugu wajumbe, hii ni awamu ya 4 ya tunakuja pamoja kusherehekea siku ya kimataifa ya Kiswahili kama Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Tarehe 7 mwezi wa 7 inatambuliwa ngazi ya dunia kama siku ya dunia Kiswahili, siku ambayo ilitengwa maalum katika kuadhimisha siku lugha ambayo inaunganisha mamilioni ya watu katika Afrika Mashariki na nje. Katika Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, siku hii inakuwa na maana zaidi, ambapo tarehe 7 mwezi wa 7 mwaka 2020 mkataba wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki ulianza kutekelezwa. Fursa hii unarejelea mwito ama azma ya utekelezaji wa kuwa na lengo moja katika maendeleo ya mataifa haya. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, Kiswahili ni zaidi ya lugha kawaida. Inaonesha thamani yetu na jazba zetu na kuhakikisha inalinda tamaduni zetu katika utaifa wetu. Ni lugha ambamo tunaishi na kubadilishana mawazo na katika ujenzi wa jamii zetu. Na wakati tukienzi sherehe leo, ningependa kusisitiza haja ya kuendeleza Kiswahili kama zana ya mawasiliano na ni ishara ya mshikamano thabiti katika ukanda huu. Waheshimiwa washiriki, siku hii ya maadhimisho ya leo inafanyika chini ya mada inasema Kiswahili, elimu ya shirikishi na maendeleo endelevu. Ni wakati rasmi maalum katika mada hii, wakati Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki inaendelea kufanya kazi katika matumizi ya lugha mbalimbali. Maadhimisho haya mnamo tarehe 6 mwezi wa 7 ilibidi ilishirikisha vijana katika kuelimisha vijana Kiswahili, kutumia akili bandia na pamoja na elimu shirikishi na utamaduni wa amani katika Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Tumekuwa na mikutano mingine ambapo wadau katika mikutano wadau mataifa mbalimbali yameshiriki katika mijadala kuzungumzia masuala nyeti kuhusu elimu shirikishi katika Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki na nje. Waheshimiwa washiriki, mkutano wa mashine moja wa uliidhinisha Kiswahili kama lugha ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Hii inaashiria azma yetu kuendeleza lugha ya Kiswahili kama mbinu maridhawa kuimarisha umoja wetu na maendeleo endelevu. Hata hivyo, maendeleo haya yanaweza kuja kama fursa nyeti na mkakati maridhawa kwa kisha kwamba unaimarisha nguvu za Kiswahili katika kujenga mshikamano na ushirikishwaji katika masuala ya kisheria, biashara na umoja katika masuala mbalimbali tunayoshiriki. Waheshimiwa washiriki, kupitia mataifa yetu ukanda huu, sera ya lugha pamoja na teknolojia inaleta masuala mengine yanayoambatana na ubunifu na katika kujenga uchumi wa mataifa yetu, ambamo inakuwa manufaa ya mataifa yote, na kuimarisha biashara, ambapo biashara itakuwa na masoko mapana, na kulinda lugha yetu, kuensure matumizi sawa ya kidijitali, zana za kidijitali na umoja, na kuangalia mambo yote ambayo yanatuunganisha. Katika mataifa mbalimbali ya mikutano mbalimbali ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, ikitumia kama lugha rasmi na kufundishwa katika shule mbalimbali katika viwango mbalimbali. Kufundisha Kiswahili katika mifumo ya elimu inapelekea vijana wetu kuwa na maendeleo mazuri, kuna kujenga ishara nzuri ama maendeleo mazuri katika lugha hii. Tunahamasisha mataifa yote kuhakikisha kwamba yanafundisha lugha ya Kiswahili katika ngazi mbalimbali. Mheshimiwa rasmi, ni ruhusu tafadhali kutumia fursa hii kushukuru katika namna pekee watu wa serikali ya Rwanda kwa kuandaa vizuri tukio hili, na kwa ukarimu wao na zote zilizotolewa kwetu tangia tuwasili hapa Kigali. Wakati nikihitimisha, napenda kupongeza Komisheni ya Kiswahili ya Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki na taasisi zote, na hasa katibu mtendaji wa EAC pamoja na timu kwa kuratibu shughuli hii ya maadhimisho kwa namna sawasawa. Nashukuru pia mataifa wote washiriki na wajumbe walioshiriki kwa fursa katika tukio hili la maana, na taasisi nyingine za Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki ambazo zimeweza kuandaa vizuri sherehe hizi ambazo ni za muhimu sana. Let Kiswahili sustain. Let East African community sustain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me take this opportunity with full respect to invite the guest of honor within this ceremony so that he can deliver his speech that he has prepared for us. You are welcome.
Good morning.
Habari za asubuhi. Kabla sijaanza, ningependa kwanza kutoa samahani. Nilijaribu kuzungumza Kiswahili, lakini ni mara kwanza, na ingawa si mara, sidhani kama itakuwa ni mara mwisho pia.
Mheshimiwa Waziri wa Jinsia,
Honorable Minister of Gender, Culture and Children from Kenya, Honorable Ambassador from Kenya in Rwanda,
Mheshimiwa Balozi wa Jamhuri ya
Honorable
Tanzania nchini Rwanda,
Minister from Tanzania, Ambassador from Tanzania in Rwanda,
Ambassador wa Jamhuri ya Burundi nchini Rwanda,
Attaché from
Naibu Katibu Mkuu wa
Deputy Secretary General of East Africa Community,
Mheshimiwa Naibu Jaji Mkuu wa Mahakama,
Deputy Chief of Justice in EAC,
Kiswahili katika Jumuiya
EAC Commission, representative MPs and representatives from MPs and Senate from Rwanda, Honorable MPs from EAC, guests and invited youth, ladies and gentlemen.
It is a great honor and a privilege
Nina heshima kubwa kusimama mbele yenu wakati huu tukiadhimisha sherehe hii ya Kiswahili duniani. Kwa niaba ya serikali ya Rwanda na Wizara ya Elimu, ningependa kutoa salamu zangu za dhati kwenu na mataifa washiriki kwa kuimarisha Kiswahili kama Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Tunashukuru kwa ujio wenu hapa Kigali.
Kiswahili, inclusive education and sustainable development resonates deeply with Rwanda's education vision and broader development agenda. Kiswahili ni zaidi ya lugha, ni daraja linalowaunganisha watu zaidi ya milioni 200 katika bara la Afrika. Kinadumisha ushirikiano wa kikanda, kinaimarisha mawasiliano na kinakuza utambulisho wetu wa pamoja. Katika Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, Kiswahili kina nafasi ya kimkakati katika kuendeleza malengo yetu ya pamoja ya amani, ustawi na maendeleo ya mwananchi. Rwanda recognizes the importance of Kiswahili in achieving inclusive and equitable education. Our government made a decision in 2017 to designate Kiswahili as one of the official languages of the country, alongside Kinyarwanda, English, and French. This move was not just symbolic, it was a deliberate decision, not only to position Rwanda within the East African community and the wider African linguistic landscape, but also to build African solidarity and fraternity. In the education sector, we have taken several steps to integrate Kiswahili meaningfully. In curriculum integration, Kiswahili is a mandatory subject in lower secondary curricula. In upper secondary, learners who choose language pathways learn Kiswahili. In teacher training, we have invested in the training of teachers in Kiswahili through our teacher training colleges and in-service professional development. This ensures that Kiswahili is taught not only correctly, but with cultural richness and relevance. In higher education and research, Rwandan universities have introduced Kiswahili as an academic discipline, and research in Kiswahili literature and linguistics is gaining momentum. In collaboration and regional integration, we're working closely with the EAC Secretariat and partner states to harmonize Kiswahili language standards and share educational resources and support joint teacher development programs. And as we look towards the future, Rwanda reaffirms its commitment to advancing Kiswahili in education, business, diplomacy, and cultural pride. We envision a generation of young Africans who can dream, innovate, and collaborate across borders using a language that is truly their own. Let us all continue to champion Kiswahili, not only as a language, but as a symbol of African resilience, unity, and innovation. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza. Murakoze cyane.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, naibu waziri wa elimu, kwa Kiswahili kizuri tu. Kizuri sana. Jamani, hahitaji makofi mengine? Unaweza kaamini kwamba ndo mara yake ya kwanza kutoa hotuba kwa Kiswahili. Hili jambo linawezekana.
In Kiswahili, this is possible. For a ministry which prepares the curriculum, the minister can speak Kiswahili. This highlights that Kiswahili is to develop as this is another opportunity to take a photo for the respect of all of us here present. You people on the high table, to come in front for a photo. And those who are dealing with the protocol, please assist in implementing this action. Taking a photo for memory. This is a special photo.
Professors, naomba pia mwe karibu hapa ili picha hii ikimalizika waendelee wabaki pale.
Please, some of you, if you do fast, some of you will remain here so that another pictures will take place. If you think you cannot miss in this memorable day, please come forward. I urge you to run fast if I don't disrespect you. Please, professors do not run. But sometimes they don't wear suits. Please, those who think they fit to be in this particular picture, please come in front. Are you ready? But I think I've not forgotten nobody. I told you please to welcome yourself and join the photo.
Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi,
Guest of honor, ministers, MPs and MPs and senators from the Parliament of Rwanda, from East African EAC Committee members, dear invitees, the protocols has been observed. I do thank you for participating in this particular day. Being part of this ceremony, I would like to ask on behalf to declare this. For the moment being, it has been closed. Now we are going down to another part. There is a tent down there on your left. We are going for lunch, whereby it is being prepared for you. The protocol will observe this following step. Your honorables, please. Now, protocols will organize this event so that they direct you where to go. I thank you very much for your presence, and more promote Kiswahili, especially, is very important as it will assist us in communication in different endeavors. I thank you very much. Welcome again. Don't go this way. Please, music. DJ, where are you? Music, please.